Hello, 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 and welcome. I was waiting for that other side to click into live. So here we are. Welcome. Welcome to Coming into Being. This is a time to just take that moment in your day, in your busy schedule, to just take that precious time to come in and connect with yourself. So glad to have you here. Have a cup of water or tea by your side if you want. And this is all about just connecting, taking that time to come into that place of stillness for ourselves and connect in. Because this is the starting point of everything that we are and everything that we do. So, taking a nice deep breath in, holding it at the top for a couple counts, and then just releasing it out. Letting everything of the past and everything that's the past is from this moment back. And this moment back. Hey, Lydia, good to see you. And just letting it wash away. Just imagine yourself like in this stream of energy, like you're in this river, when you're facing upstream and that current is just washing through you. So just allow yourself to imagine being in that stream as kind of the stream of time, of that flow of time. And so everything's behind you and you keep moving forward in that stream and it just everything that's come before now is just washing away. And it's always this continual now coming through. So take a deep breath in and let it out and just kind of see yourself, feel yourself, imagine yourself in that stream. And it's just washing right through you. Energetic stream just coming right through your system and just catching anything and just washing it away. It's like little kids. And it's always fun to do that. I still have fun doing that. You're on top of the bridge on one side of the bridge and you drop a leaf or something and then you go running to the other side to wait for it to see it goes. It's like that. And it's just, everything's just pulling away. So yeah, let's this feels like this might be the theme for today. So allowing ourselves to get centered, get quiet, come in more deeply, come into that as much as you can pull into yourself. Surface level is skin, and then seeing if you can pull in from there all the way into that core channel. And you can kind of imagine, kind of visualize for yourself that you're aiming for this stream, this little beam of light that's going right through you at the core, very core of your being. And pulling right in, yeah. Letting all that stuff from the day, from the work, from wherever, from maybe just your environment, It's a little bit harder for to sometimes as things get stirred up to really find that clean environment unless you're going out in nature or you can step out in nature where you live. And then dropping down to the core of the earth. So find yourself in the center of your head. So pull yourself back, like look in front of you for a minute. Just look in front of you, straight in front. Let yourself relax as you're softly looking at what's in front of you. And just feel your energy, yourself just pulling back, relaxing back. And then dropping down from that center all the way down, straight down, like, the elevator shaft, going down through your body, to your tailbone, then dropping down from your tailbone into the core of the earth. Letting it drop down, just kind of keeping your mind, your core of the earth. We're slowly going down. Just letting everybody take their time. No need to rush. I just want to wait till everybody's down, anchored into the core. Oh. And notice where you're at with that, as there's a little bit of that's showing up of wanting somebody to do it for you kind of state. And that's a little bit of a child state. That inner child just wanting somebody else to do it. Then that inner child is part of us, but then there's the adult part of us also that needs to step into that and do it, instead of waiting for that external source to do it for us. Dropping down, down, down. Yeah. We're almost there. Clearing out a lot of mental stuff on the way. There we go. Soft landing. And anchoring in. So let's just take a moment to be in that connection with the earth. Our home in the universe. Planet Earth. There we go. Coming back up. And just sitting down there, letting the energy's going to come back up, but keeping your awareness down at that core of the earth for a moment. Yeah, and as we sit just sit there for a minute. Yeah, I'll say what I'm going to say in a moment here. We don't have to go anywhere else, because what's happening is that as we just stay in that anchored in with our awareness into that core, is that flow that's just washing through us is building. So all you need to do is just stay connected with yourself, connected into your body, and then being down in the core of the earth. That intention of just being connected into the earth there. And that flow is just automatically going. So you don't even have to try to figure out how to do it, what to do, where do I have to be. You just have to be connected with yourself. And allowing yourself to just, that intention, that focused attention, your awareness down, core of the earth. And just kind of feeling as if you're in that stream, but in the core of the earth, staying down there. You don't have to come back up to the surface, just staying there. And there's just that flow that's going right through and just drifting, taking everything off and having it all drift away. So very nice. It's going to be a nice quiet day today, as we're just going to allow this to do what it needs to do for us. So today is the day of allowing. Yeah. And it sounds like it should be easy, but gosh, that's one of the hardest things for many of us to do. Oh, Asta just popped in on the other side. Hi, Asta. We're just going for the allowing today. So just take a deep breath in, release, drop down, connect into the core of the earth. You know the drill because you've been here enough. So just running through that. And we're allowing that. There's this nice kind of stream of energy that's just washing through. So it's good. It's like being in this river, this nice gentle river, and just everything just getting all the distortions, all the riffraff energy of the day just floating off, floating through. Yeah. And with every movement of that flow, just taking more, So staying in that core of that earth, maybe, if you find that there's an area of your body that's needs a little bit more attention. Could be your head, could be your chest, it could be your solar plexus, your legs, wherever, your back. And if it's your back, just kind of, you could be lying down for this, or if you don't want to, for this, or just imagine that you're lying down, but imagine that flow going from your feet through all the way through your head. And so with the spine, from the tailbone up through, all the way through past the head. So it's clearing out. Yeah. And if it's, and even if it's the head, this might be a nice one for if it's the head, just clearing out that nervous system and clearing out the head. But feels like some of you are a little head heavy, maybe from work or and if you're focusing on your head, let's bring in the neck too, because that has tendency to get really bogged down when we're too much in our heads, and when we're in our heads more than in our bodies, we're not balanced with that. So bring in your neck as well if you're doing the head. And if you want to do your whole body, you can, again, either just lie right down for today, or feel yourself as if it's just as if you're lying down, and it's just, this flow is just washing through you, feet all the way through your legs and through your torso. Solar plexus. A bit of a lag there as we're shifting through. It's like leaves that have piled up, and those autumn leaves that fall in that stream, and they've kind of created a little bit of backlog, and there's maybe a little whirlpool of energy. So clearing that out, getting that to get in that flow again, going through. Yeah, very nice. Maybe you might feel like it's a nice warm autumn day, or the sun kind of shining through the leaves. Feels warm. It's that comfortable temperature, whatever that comfortable temperature is for you. And just letting it all go. And maybe we'll redirect some of that flow around, so it's, if there's stuff going through, no. So that, yeah, there we go. So some of you are allowing others to ground through you. It's one way to put it. Another way to put it is that they're not stable and anchored in themselves, so you're letting them use you to do so, and it's coming through your connection with the earth, which is just that anchoring into that physical presence of you. So we'll just have that move through, but not through you. Move through the stream, but not through you. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have you shift the visual around too, a little bit. So imagine yourself standing at the core of the earth, in the brilliance of the core of the earth. You know, there's different theories about the core of the earth. There was this crystalline theory, but at one point, because of these big, very deep crystalline caves that were found in like Mexico, I think. But I don't think that's the core of the earth. And then there's the whole molten lava of the core of the earth. And so we're going to go with that energetic core, which is the brilliance of light. So feeling yourself standing on this core of light. So we're talking about the energetic core, not the physical core of the earth. Yeah, there we go. And your feet solidly on that core, that light. And so that stream now is, we're shifted that to, with this visual, to coming from the core of the earth and flowing right through you and moving on up. Yeah. Sort of this, and the color I see, if you don't see this color, that's fine, but the color it's really coming through is sort of like blue ice, or light blue ice. If you've seen that, I think it's like in certain areas where the ice it's almost like this powder blue color to it. Some areas there's also powder pink. I've seen photos of those. So it's kind of that, like that color, that powder blue. And yeah, it's like that brilliance is so intense that the white is, um, really coming through, like when you see coals that are really hot, they turn white, so same kind of effect, but it's with this luminosity, this light. Just clearing, yeah, washing, flowing through. Again, it's flowing through, just going on a vertical here instead of horizontal, and clearing it out as it flows through you. Yeah. Yeah, and just bringing in, as that's going on, just bringing in that coherence of your field, strengthening that coherence for you. So when there's more coherence, it will feel more solid. And Luna, hello, Luna. Love that. That's beautiful. Butterfly there, or moth in your avatar. Oh, love that. So yeah, with more coherence, it feels like it's fuller. It's like sort of the knitting is, um, energetic knit of the field is what how you would explain that coherence. Thank you. I'm feeling coming into a new me. Yes, definitely. Good for you. You're like right on target. That's definitely happening with a lot of us. I'm feeling just that new coming in. That new era got anchored in a couple weeks ago. So it's good. Glad you're feeling it. Stepping into that brilliance of that blue butterfly or moth. I don't know if it's a moth or butterfly, but that it's very outstanding there. So yeah, it's new for everybody. Some of us are struggling a little bit more because there's still this old stuff that's hanging around us. And so when we notice that, it's really important to just take that moment. Maybe we can't do it immediately because we're driving the car, we're in the middle of work or whatever. But make a mental note of it. It's like, I'm going to come back to this. Whatever is showing up in the old, and come back. It's just like, okay, what do I need to clear? What do I need to let go of here to clear this out? Let's move this out of the way. Let's change this. Let's change this. We can turn off this program. We can rectify this program. It's just a program. I don't need to do this anymore. And part of that, it really is this habitual patterns that we get into, because we've been in something for a while, and so the habit is just there. And so when we notice those habits of the old, it's like, nope, stop right here, right now. We're going to stop doing this. And you can literally talk to yourself that way. It's like, nope, okay, we're done with that. Finished, done. Don't need to do it anymore. We'll end it right here so that I can become more of the highest expression of my brilliance. I can live from that place. Live from that place. Come into that even more. It just takes doing that and staying and not getting into the story. So if you find yourself explaining, as somebody else or to yourself, the story of where you've been, gotta tread on that really lightly, because if you get too into it, you're just recreating it for yourself. So you want to you might have to say, well, this happened to me. Do it really briefly, just, one sentence. Don't go on into this whole thing about how it happened, how it went, all this details. Don't get into details. It's like, yeah, that happened to me. Boom, end of story. Really take it that way. Yeah. Because otherwise you recreate it for yourself. You pull it back into yourself and around you instead of dissipating it. Yeah. And there will be moments when we don't feel that new. So again, kind of saying the same thing, but maybe a different angle here. So again, just take that time to just say, okay, I'm just letting this go, whatever it is that's coming through. Yeah. And even if you feel like somebody's asking you a question about, why of where you're at, you do have the choice of saying, you know, it's kind of coming from this place, but I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to rehash the old, and I'm just moving on from that. End of story. Yeah, there we go. Let's open up that source connection here. Got a lot of people standing. This isn't for everybody. Standing in that space. Let's just open it up more for everybody here. Oh. There we go. Is some of what's showing up is not being allowed. This is going to sound odd, but it's coming through as not being allowed to connect with God. So that could take on different scenarios when we're kids, but being in this place where you're told, it's like, no, you can't connect with God. Either you're too young, you don't know what you're doing, something along those lines. Religious programming stuff. And it's like, there's no middleman here to go through. There is absolutely no middleman to go through to connect with God. You always have that connection for yourself. Always. It might get it might start to feel a little distant, a little far, but it's always there. It's yours and yours alone. So let's put that allowing in the right place where you are allowing, because it's your natural right. It's your natural state of being. Yeah. Huh. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so I've got that flow coming down through the top. top of the head down through the body. Very nice. Open that more. Wow. And flowing through you, top down and all the way to the core of the earth. So now we've got two flows actually going up through from your, below you, through your feet, up to out of your head, through your head, and on up, and then the other direction, coming in through your head, down through your body. Yeah, very nice. And there's a spiraling. Kind of makes me think of the DNA here, because there's this spiral of these two flows, the interaction between these two flows. So one is kind of spiraling up and the other one is spiraling down. Yeah. Hey, Laria. Popped in very late. Yes. Well, we're going through this flow from core of the earth through our bodies up, and then from the skies, the heavens, whatever we want to call it, the universe, the galaxies, down through our heads. And there's just this nice spiraling effect that's in here. So you might kind of be able to pick that up real quickly, even though you just joined. Oh. And you kind of have it, but your head, it's kind of not quite going right for your head. So just anchor into, just focus on being anchored into the earth. Don't focus on trying to straighten your head out. So awareness down to the core. Just let it drop down. And if anybody's shifted up, just kind of just drop back down to core of the earth. Weaving through, yeah, and actually, this is pretty cool. But what's happening was beautiful. What's happening is that spiral that was going through the body. Now I'm seeing it like at the outer edge of your field. So it's a pretty large spiral. It's interesting because it comes in through this flow. As soon as it hits the field, it just opens up and spirals around, and then closes up into a fine stream at the other end of the field of the so very, very dynamic, but just feels very, very soothing, very nurturing. Just kind of balancing just bringing us back into alignment. Just getting everything back into alignment. All we have to do is just focus on just being connected into the earth, connected with ourselves, present with ourselves. Yeah, there we are. So, yeah, a little bit of gold color, golden white color coming in. So very nice. Let's just sit for a few moments here. Just really just breathe into where you're at, feeling that just deeper state of coherence and balance for yourself. Very nice, beautiful, deep space here. That really coming into that deep resonance with our essence. So very nice. Never know what's going to happen on these, how it's going to unfold. It's really cool. And I don't come in with a specific idea. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to say that, but it just starts coming up. And I mean, it might be just a general intention of, okay, let's make it a nurturing session, or let's make it a grounding session, whatever. But even with that, it goes where it needs to go for the group people on the live call, and anybody else who listens to it later. And that's fine. Yeah, very good. So, deep nurturing place. Also nice to come back to this. It's like going to the spa or going to the sauna, taking that time to just get everybody relaxed, everything relaxed, and cleaning out, getting all the gunk cleaned out. Yeah. Refreshing ourselves at that deep level. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, I'm sorry for you, Ilaria. You missed it. You missed a good beginning. You might want to go back and listen to this, because this has been a really nice, very soothing, cleansing. We got a good cleansing there. The end was good to come in at the end, anyways. So there we have it. There's today's session. And I'm just going to pop in my QR code on YouTube. I'm looking at actually seeing if I can do this on Twitter also, because I do have a Twitter account that basically I haven't used in probably 10 years since I set it up. All of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I just have to look into that, get that information. QR code is up on YouTube and Instagram. Just go to the link in the bio, and then you'll see a option there if you care to make a donation. Anything's fine and appreciated. Let's see. Oh, love ripples. Oh, if you've been sitting in the back there, you also popped in. Deeply nurturing indeed. Thank you for creating and holding this beautiful space, Marianne. I had a profound experience this week. Oh, cool. Well, I'm kind of curious. Now that you bring it up, if you want to share with us, you're welcome to. So that's good. And Asta, thank you. You're welcome, Asta. Good to have you. It's good to have everybody here. It's fun. It's nice to, no matter the size of the group, it's always fun to have that Thank you for the space. Yeah, glad you joined, Lydia. I know you're having a lot of going through. How does the QR code work? The QR code is for PayPal. It links up to PayPal, and it just takes you to a donation page where you should be able to choose the amount. So it's just an open donation. So how does it work? Do you have to hold up your? I'm so not tech savvy. Um, this kind of tech savvy, the energy stuff, yeah, but not this stuff. You might have to hold your phone to it, so that it reads the QR code, and then on your phone it'll take you there. Is my sense. Or there's also after I post, you can go to the description, and there's also a link. But it's for PayPal, to a donation page for me on PayPal. So that's that. So I'm going back to, I had a profound experience this week. The week's only halfway over. It's like, is that cool or what? That's great. So, of course, sometimes we have these profound experiences, and then it's like, it feels like there's a drop, because what happens is we have this expansion, and the expansion is coming from the core of our beings, and so then it's clearing out, and all of a sudden we become aware of the stuff that it's clearing out. So there can be like a sense of the energy dropping, and I'm not saying this is going to happen with you. I'm laying down. When we went into the void of the earth, I was placed on a blue light earthen crystal. Yes, that's the color. With lava that was more of a white light energy that flowed through me, helping me to burn up this. Yeah, that's exactly the color that I see it. So that's a very deep state color. Kind of associate that with the spirit level. I mean, this week in our meditation together. Yes. Yes, I'm assuming that's what I understood there. So very good. Yeah. Very nice. It sounds like a beautiful experience there. So very good. I hope everybody else is doing okay. Good to hear. Impressions. Core of the earth. Sorry. Yes. Well, you're good. Understood that. Yeah. So very good. Well, good. Glad you had a good experience. Clearing at a deep level. So yeah, as I was saying, it's like this is hitting at a very core level, and so at the core, it just starts to resonate through this clear, and this brilliance starts to resonate through. It's almost like this. You could say it gets activated to a hard degree, and then it starts moving through you, and as it moves through you, it's just pushing what it needs to push out of your system, and then it hits the conscious level, and conscious level is kind of maybe, well, we won't go into that. So conscious level, you become aware of that, and you could feel burned out, you could feel like fluish, you could feel like you could literally feel physically sick, get tired, feel like sleeping, don't want to see anybody. And it's just that process of clearing out, as the stuff is that brilliance is shifting through, and that new state of being is shifting through, and kind of clearing out what is not congruent with it, and shifting it through. My friend David seems to be struggling within. Is your friend David on the call? Or just somebody? Yeah, it feels like he's maybe a little has depression, having a hard time. Yeah, I can see that. Have him listen. If he's into it, have him listen to the replay on this. You can find it on YouTube, which is unbounded and free, or just come back to your Instagram and pull it up for him. He's having a hard time kind of finding himself, and so this is happening for a lot of people, because we've gone through such a dramatic change in existence. He got off early He seems down, yes. Um, and I've seen that with somebody else. He's basically he's kind of he's not looking in the right direction. Let's put it that way. Um, so this is kind of happening for a lot of people now because there's this they're in this place where they we've all kind of looked forward to something new, something different, but yet we're in this place of uh, a lot of people just in this place of having lived so long in terms of this understanding even of what is happening now, happening a certain way. Like, like I'll take the new age people, sorry guys, as an example, but this is with everybody, with any kind of beliefs. We're like, even with these beliefs of like, this is going to happen, we're going to change, we're going to step into a new era, we're going to step into, it's going to be a new dawn. But it's all this old way of doing something. And so we've been working in that context, and suddenly that context is not standing up anymore. And it's like, well, how do we find ourselves again? So I'm seeing that happening with people. And whether it's the new age or religion or, it's like the frame of reference, it's like you have this, imagine like this, a building, and all of a sudden the rebar and the scaffolding for the building that's been holding the building, that gets taken out. The building's not there anymore. Then the building's not holding up anymore. Or if it is, it's really wobbly and it's going to collapse. And so that's my sense with David. That's part of what's going on internally. There's this completely a real disorientation. It's like we have to step into something completely new for ourselves and who we are. Yeah, if he's open, have him tell him to pop in, coming in the bean. You can also check out my website. If you go to link in the bio, you can get taken to the website. See if my services might be of help for you. But coming in the bean is a crucial piece, and it's free. It's free. It's here every Wednesday. We are here. So, and actually next time, let's see if that feels right to have you do this. No, okay. You're not quite strong enough for yourself. I was going to say to bring him in, but you're not quite strong enough to do that. But let's just say this is for today. So if you come up next week and he can't make it, whatever reason, ask me on the chat. Is it okay if I bring in David? Okay, just ask me first, and then we'll we can bring him in remotely, so he's part of the group, and at spirit level, because that's where that shift needs to happen. So spirit hasn't reoriented basically, because that's the starting point, and if that's not happening at that level, then it's not going to drop down to the human level kind of thing. Bring up this flu and currently going through, yes. Yeah, and so the flu, right, it's just it's just those distortions that are coming to the surface and clearing out. So support the body with what it needs to support to help clear out the physical manifestation of that. And good, yeah. Yeah, David's he's trying hard, but he's got some stuff going on for him that are keeping him from really shifting. But he's hearing us, it's really, so that's starting to kind of poke through. So very good, yeah. All right, well, thank you all for showing up, and next Wednesday, same times. Oh, wait, next Wednesday is Christmas. I have no problems doing it on Christmas. It'll be my evening, so I will have already taken care of all the stuff. But, yeah, that might I think and the week after is New Year's Day, I think. I don't have my calendar in front of me. So we'll see. I think next weekend is or next Wednesday, possibly we won't be on just because it's Christmas. There's a lot of people celebrating worldwide, so, um, we'll see. Stay tuned and, follow me on Instagram, and I'll post a thing, or follow on YouTube, and I'll try to remember get that, posted, but we will return definitely in 2025. We're almost there, guys. So take care, everybody. Have a good evening, and we'll see you next time around in the ethers, wherever we connect up. Take care.